Welcome to the ninth episode of our podcast. I'm Marge and I will be your host together with our guest.
Hi, I'm Christian.
Hi guys, I'm Ivan.
Ayan. Join us as we explore the ideas of influential social thinkers throughout history. From political visionaries to economic theorists, we dive into the concepts that have shaped our world. Join us as we unravel the complex ideas and the So let us first tackle the emergence of early social science. So brief background lang sa history, during the 19th century, England saw the Industrial Revolution, where technology transformed society. Meanwhile naman sa France, it faced challenges in politics and economics. During the French Revolution in 1789, inspired by Enlightenment ideas.
At ang alam ko din is that noong 1811, England dealt with the resistance from workers called Luddites, who feared losing jobs to machines. Similarly, in France, angry workers destroyed factory equipment. These events show how technology and social change spark conflicts and shape history in both countries.
Ayan, that's right. So as the 19th century unfolded, these tumultuous events set the stage for the emergence of new ideas and philosophies. So one such figure who rose to prominence during this era was Auguste Comte. He was a French philosopher often regarded as the father of sociology. Comte's insights into society and human behavior would further shape the course of history and our understanding of the world. So let's further look into who he is.
From what I know, Auguste Comte, a leading philosopher of the early 1800s, he believed that understanding society requires a scientific approach. He coined the term sociology and saw it as the key para maintindihan ang human behavior.
So, the law of three stages of response proposed by Auguste Comte outlines the evolution of human thought and understanding throughout history. Let's break down each stage with a simple explanation and example.
Yung tatlo is theological stage. People explain things using religion or gods. Example, lightning is seen as punishment from a god. Metaphysical stage naman is people start using abstract ideas to explain things. Example, the movement of stars is explained by celestial harmony. The third one is positivist stage. People rely on science and evidence to understand the world. Example, gravity is explained through experiment and observations.
Itong mga stages na to shows how humans have moved from religious explanation to abstract reasoning and finally to scientific understanding.
Well said. Building on the foundation laid by Auguste Comte's law of three stages, we now turn our attention to another influential figure in the field of sociology, which is Harriet Martineau.
Yes, Harriet Martineau, born in 1802 and passed away in 1876, was a remarkable figure in sociology and activism. Despite facing deafness, she made significant contribution to the field, including translating Auguste Comte's work from French to English.
Yes, kasi Martineau believed that merely observing social conditions was not enough. People must take action with convictions to benefit society.
To add to that naman, she gained fame for writing the first book on sociological methods and become a trailblazer in her own right. Her work provide insightful observation um, in on customs and social practices in Britain and United States. Her book Society in America, 1837, focused on social class distinctions, gender and race influencing various aspects of society such as economy, law trade, health, and population.
Another important contribution of Martineau was her emphasis on the study of social inequality. She was one of the first sociologists to analyze the relationship between social class, race, and gender. Martineau believed that social inequality was a pervasive problem in society and that it needed to be addressed if society was to be just and equitable. Her work on social inequality helped to pave the way for later sociologists such as Karl Marx and Max Weber, who also focused on these issues.
Yes, she believes sociology could be used practically to improve society. She actively supported social movements like abolition, women's suffrage, and workers' rights. So, transitioning from the discussion of Harriet Martineau's emphasis on social inequality and her practical approach to sociology, we now turn our attention to another influential thinker in the field, see Herbert Spencer. So, like Martineau, Spencer made significant contributions to sociology. So, particularly naman sa realms ng social evolution and individualism.
Noong 1820 and he passed away in 1903. So he was wealthy Englishman who had a unique view of society. Instead of trying to fix it, he focused on understanding it better. He believed that in the idea of survival of the fittest, suggesting that some people are naturally wealthy, wealthy while others are poor.
Yes, that's true. Kasi Spencer's ideas became popular as he thought society would naturally change over time without needing a big social reforms.
I-add ko lang is that Herbert Spencer made a big impact on how people saw society by introducing the idea of social Darwinism. He was one of the three sociologists who came up with a structural functional approach which aimed to keep society stable. Spencer believed that society was like a machine with different parts, and each part had a specific role to play. When all the parts work well together, society runs smoothly.
Let's move forward naman to Emil Durkheim. So, like Herbert Spencer, Durkheim made significant contributions to sociology. So, particularly through his groundbreaking work on social integration and solidarity.
Yun, si Emil Durkheim naman, born in 1858 and passing away in 1917, was a pioneering sociologist known for his study on society, particularly his groundbreaking work on suicide. So, as the son of a rabbi and educated in France in German, Durkheim became the first professor of sociology in France.
His work naman emphasized understanding behavior within larger social contexts, other than individualistic terms. Durkheim defines sociology as the study of external structures that exert influence and control over individuals.
Also, some of the contributions niya sa sociology are Emil, Emil Durkheim's sociological method is a way of studying how society works. Collective consciousness is when everyone in a society shares the same beliefs and values. Social facts are things that control people's lives because everyone in society agrees on them. They're not physically objects but ideas that everyone accepts. And marami pang iba.
So, let's shift our focus naman to Max Weber, a key figure in sociology which made significant contributions to our understanding of society, economy, and politics.
Si Max Weber, a renowned sociologist, introduced to the concept of the ideal type. I mean, a tool that used to evaluate organization like bureaucracies. Yan.
He also analyzed how capitalism emerged in Germany and its connection to Protestantism, particularly Calvinism, which emphasized frugality. Weber argued that future capitalism would depend on rationalization, meaning it would be driven by logical reasoning.
So regarding naman sa elements of bureaucracy, there are seven. Clear rules, bureaucracy have strict rules to guide behavior and decisions. Define roles. Each person has specific duties and guidelines for their jobs. Chain of command. Bureaucracies have a clear hierarchy for making decision.
And yung last four naman are training required. Employees need formal training to do their jobs. And collective ownership. Resources are owned by the organization and not individuals. And temporary roles. Position aren't personalized. People come and go, but roles remain. Written procedures. Everything is documented to ensure clarity and accountability.
Ayan, thank you. So, for the last social thinker naman is Karl Marx. His ideas have had profound impact on our understanding of society, economics, whose contributions continue to shape discussions on class struggle, capitalism, and social change. So, Marx's work focused on the class struggle between the proletariat and bourgeoisie using his historical materialism and dialectical materialism to analyze society.
He fled to France where he met Engels, forming a lifelong friendship. Yun. Together, they wrote the Communist Manifesto in 1894, emphasizing the need of proletariat to overthrow capitalist societies.
And Marx works classification of two classes in the society, both in pursuit of their own needs and interests.
So, Marx's perspective, called historical materialism, involves interpreting human capabilities and natural resources using the dialectic method. He borrowed George Hegel's ideas of thesis, antithesis, and synthesis to develop his theory of dialectical materialism.
So, ang dialectic materialism is thesis, the ruling class. Antithesis, opposing the ruling class. Conflict between the two system leads to synthesis. Yun.
And there you have it. From the Industrial Revolution to the emergence of sociological giants like Auguste Comte, Harriet Martineau, Herbert Spencer, Emile Durkheim, Max Weber, and Karl Marx, we've journeyed through the complex landscape of social thought. Each thinker offered unique insights into society, economics, politics, from shaping our understanding of the world we live in today. Thank you for tuning in to our podcast. Once again, I'm Marge.
And I'm Christian.
And I'm Ivan.
See you next time. Bye.